Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We have already spoken about sadqa, meaning charity or benevolence. That is considered not only a duty but also a virtuous deed in Islam. It is an offering, the amount of which, in cash or kind, is at the will of the benefactor, and is an act of compassionate sharing from one's possessions and abilities. Actually, there are many sadaqat that don't even cost anything. To name a few: prayers for someone, sharing knowledge, giving good advice, smiling, helping, speaking kind words, respecting others, patience, forgiveness, and so on. Today, however, we would make an effort to understand the importance of the obligatory charity, zakat, as stated in the Quran, chapter 9, verse 18. He only shall tend Allah's sanctuaries who believeth in Allah and the last day, and observeth proper worship, and payeth the zakat, the poor due, and fears none save Allah. For such only is it possible that they can be of the rightly guided. Further, in the same chapter 9, verse 60, it is specified that the alms are for the poor and the needy, for those who collect them, and those whose hearts are to be reconciled, to free captives and the debtors, and for the cause of Allah, and for the wayfarers. It is a duty imposed by Allah, the knower, wise. So we understand that this form of charity is meant to better the economic condition of those who cannot afford even the basic amenities of life, like food, clothes, shelter, etc. As stated earlier, it is obligatory upon a believer to pay his dues, and the amount of zakat is to be mathematically calculated, not on the earnings as under the Income Tax Act, but on the savings accumulated during 1 year. As of today, if the savings in cash or business goods are equivalent or more than the value of 7.5 tolas of gold or 52.5 tolas of silver, then and then only one qualifies as a zakat payer and must pay the duty thereof at approximately 2.5% to the needy. In case one does not have the calculated amount readily available, then one can make niyat or express to God the intention and then pay the dues as soon as possible, because this exercise is to be performed by every Muslim annually. In case in any particular year a regular zakat payer does not have the required savings, then he is exempted from the payment for that year. A very learned person once pointed out that zakat must be paid dutifully as an act of obedience to Allah, neither for name and fame, nor out of greed of heaven or the fear of hell. Sahih al-Bukhari, number 7052, quotes our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, as having said, "Give to others what others want from you, and ask for your rights from God." Let us make the effort to abide by His will and pray for His mercy and grace upon us. Amen.